Then only you will be able to start the session. Na? Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm now I'm able to hear you.
Okay, sir. Now it's fine.
So Aman, this is your first class for accounts?
Yes, sir. This is the first class.
Okay, first class, okay. So what other subjects are you doing with learning?
I was going for economics, but then now since it's exams, I said that I don't need the classes right now.
Okay, so your exams are approaching.
Yeah, exams are there.
And when is the exam?
Sorry, sir.
When will be your exams?
Accountancy exam is on Sunday. Out of 80 marks, that's pre-midterm. From Sunday, exam starts.
Okay, all right. And what is the syllabus for that?
The first 4 chapters, sir, for accountancy. Yeah.
First 4 chapter, that means fundamental account and admission of fundamental of the partnership, admission of partnership,
Yeah.
valuation of the
Goodwill,
these things.
admission, yeah, admission, that chapters. Change in profit sharing ratio, yeah.
So have you gone through all these topics already? Or you have the basic idea of these chapters yourself?
Yes, sir. I have just started, so yeah.
Okay. So may I ask you a few questions if you're comfortable answering that, so that I'll be able to understand your overall understanding about the basic concept. So accordingly,
I'll
we will
try,
be able
sir.
to start now. No problem. So okay. So could you please tell me what is Pnl appropriation account?
Pnl Appropriation account. The profit sharing ratio, the profit and loss is divided in that.
Profit and loss is divided through
Yeah.
Pnl appropriation. That is somewhere correct. And do you have any idea what is partnership deed?
Yeah, it is the deed where the profit sharing ratio is divided to the partners. So there is a deed.
So there is a deed, okay? So this is an agreement. Partnership deed is an agreement that specify the terms and condition of the agreement between the partner.
Yes.
And could you please tell me how many types of capital are there? Sorry, how many types of capital account are there in the partnership? How many types of capital account are there in the partnership? Do you have any idea about that? Just tell me. Do you have any idea or not? so that we can start accordingly. No,
No, sir.
no sir. Okay. All right. No problem. So, Aman, let's do one thing. Let's start with the fundamental of the partnership. See, honestly speaking, as your exams are on Sunday, I don't think we will be able to finish 4 chapters by Sunday. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
we will be only be able to. I'm not sure whether we will be able to complete even 1 chapter till Sunday. So why not let's start with the from the very beginning,
okay, sir.
right? Okay. So see, we will be starting with the fundamental of the partnership. This is the this is the first chapter in the
Sir,
yes, Alim. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I got late because I was out for some reason, and the
No
topic you
problem.
were
I was
teaching,
waiting for
I
you.
already,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, sir. Okay, so
So you wanted to continue
you
this
can
this session,
continue.
na?
No, you can go on with your.
No, and see, we will be starting with the Pnl appropriation, and I don't think we have completed this particular topic in the previous class. So you are good to go. You can start. You can continue from this point onward as well.
The same
Okay.
point.
No, we will be starting with a new topic, na? I'm not going to start with the meaning of the partnership and what is partnership. All these things, Aman already know all these things. So we will be continuing with the Pnl appropriation.
Okay, that's
Okay.
great. Thank you.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Just, yeah. All right, Aman and Halima. So we will start our session with the Pnl appropriation account, and in this session we will try to learn what is actually Pnl appropriation account is and how Pnl appropriation account is prepared. Okay, and we will try to do few questions based on Pnl appropriation account so that the basic understanding of the Pnl appropriation is clear. Okay, so before telling you anything, just wanted to know from Halima, what is Pnl appropriation account, Halima? Any idea what is Pnl appropriation account? I mean, somewhat know a little about Pnl appropriation. I just wanted to know whether you have any idea.
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay, so tell me. See, you haven't complete. All right, let's continue with this Pnl appropriation. See, Aman and Halima. First of all, we will start with the meaning of the Pnl appropriation account. So this is Pnl appropriation definition of the Pnl appropriation. The Pnl appropriation account is what it is. It is a kind of nominal account, and the purpose of preparing the Pnl appropriation account is to distribute the profit and losses among the partners, right? So whatever the business partners are doing and the profit that partners are generating, in order to distribute the profit of the partnership, we need to prepare the Pnl appropriation account. So Pnl appropriation account says it record the income and expenses of the partnership. Therefore, it is called as a nominal account. So Pnl appropriation account is a nominal account, right? Yeah, I am sure that you all, both of you already know what is a nominal account. Since it is a class 11 topic, I'm very sure that both of you already know what is nominal account, right? Let me tell you, for now, nominal account is a type of account which record the income and expenses relating to business. Okay. So since P&L appropriation also record the income and expenses related to the partnership form, therefore it is called the P&L appropriation. Therefore it is called the nominal account. So what does this, what does this account contains? What do we record under the Pnl appropriation account? So see, in the Pnl appropriation account, we will be recording all kind of expenses, all kind of payments made to partners, right? All kind of incomes that is collected from partners. So like expenses by way of interest on their capital contribution, expenses by way of salary, commission to partners, and whether we have, if we have collected any interest on drawing, then such drawings, such interest will also be recorded in the P&L appropriation account. So we'll learn how to prepare P&L appropriation, but just for now, just tell me, it is clear now what is P&L appropriation? P&L appropriation is what? It is a nominal account. Why it is prepared? It is prepared to show the distribution of profit and losses among the partner. Okay, profit and losses among the partner after adjusting all kind of expenses such as interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary, commission, and if we are transferring any amount to the reserve. After adjusting all these values, the remaining amount will be distributed among the partners, and for that purpose, for indicating, for distributing, and for showing the distribution of profit and losses, we prepare the P&L appropriation account. Okay. I hope this is clear. Aman and Halima, please confirm, is this clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Clear.
This is clear. Now let's talk about how it is actually prepared. What is the format of the P&L appropriation account? So just a minute. So this is the format of the P&L appropriation. Profit, loss. Let me just adjust the focus. Give me a moment. I hope this is clear to both. So this is the format of the P&L appropriation account, guys. On the, see, in any account we have two sides. Now, one is called the debit side, and then there is a credit side. On the debit side, we write down the particulars. Amount, then particular, and amount. Okay. All right. Now, starting from the credit side, first of all, on the credit hand side, we record the net profit. So first of all, the first transaction that will be recorded in the P&L application will be by net profit. Always remember that this net profit is transferred from the profit and loss account. This is that profit which is transferred from the P&L account. And always remember that we will always write down the value of the net profit after subtracting all kind of indirect expenses of the business. Like for example, if any salary or commission have been paid to some other person other than partner, if interest need to be paid on the borrowings or loan, all such expenses will be first adjusted and then only profit will be recorded here. Okay, so net profit after adjusting all kind of indirect expenses will be recorded on the credit hand side of the P&L appropriation account. And just remember that this profit is generally transferred from the profit and loss account. Okay, sir. All right. Now, on the credit side, the other items are by, let's suppose one of the partner have taken a loan from the firm, and on such loan, partnership firm will charge certain amount of interest, right? So such interest which is chargeable on the loan taken by the partner, interest on such loan will be recorded on credit hand side of the P&L appropriation account. So by interest on drawing will be recorded on the credit side. So other than this, any payment made to partner, like for example, when we talk about interest on drawings, let's say there are two partners X and Y, X have borrowed certain amount of fund. So whatever the fund X have taken, we will charge interest on that amount. Let's suppose interest rate of interest is 5% and the amount of interest on such drawing will be 500. Then such drawing will be recorded here. And then after recording the interest on drawing, we will move to the debit side of the Pnl appropriation account, and on this side we will write down the to interest on capital, to interest on capital for partner X and partner Y. Similarly, if we are paying any salary to partner, such salary will also be recorded under the Pnl appropriation to X and Y. If we are, like for example, if we are paying any commission to our partners, then such commission need to be recorded on the debit side of the Pnl appropriation as well, X and Y. And if we are paying any, if we are maintaining any reserves out of profit, then such reserve need to be recorded in the on the debit side of the Pnl appropriation, and then the remaining profit will be divided among the partners to profit transferred to X and Y, whoever the partner are. Okay, so the thing that I want to say here is that in case of Pnl, while preparing the Pnl appropriation, on the debit side of the account, we record all kind of inflows, all kind of incomes for the partnership firm. All such amount which lead to the increase in the net profit will be recorded on the credit side, and all such amount which will lead to the reduction in the profit, like interest paid on the capital contribution, salary paid to partner, commission paid to partner, reserve made out of profit, all this will be recorded on the debit side. And after subtracting these values, after subtracting interest on capital into salary, commission, reserve out of these profit, the remaining amount will be transferred among the partner in their profit sharing ratios. Okay, then we will close both the sides of the account. Tell me, Eman and Halim, is this clear to both of you?
Yes, sir.
Halima, please tell me. Is this clear?
Clear.
Clear. Okay. Just a minute. Yes. So this is the format of the Pnl appropriation account. So guys, I just want both of you to take the screenshot of the topics that we are covering. Please take the screenshot of this slide. Take the screenshot of this slide, please. Let me know when you are done.
Done.
Done,
This will
sir.
be helpful when we will be revising these topics after the completion of the session. And also take the screenshot of this format as well. Done?
Done.
Done? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now there is a question, sir. How Pnl appropriation and trading and profit and loss account is different? See, I'm sure that both of you already covered the trading and profit and loss account in class 11, right? So while preparing the final account of the business, we need to prepare the trading profit and loss account and the balance sheet. And while discussing the class 12th account, we need to prepare the Pnl appropriation when we talk about the partnership firm. So just wanted to know, so what is the difference between the Pnl appropriation and the trading account and the profit and loss account? What are the various items that is recorded under the trading and profit and loss account, and how those are different from the items which will be recorded under the Pnl appropriation? So just for the purpose of differentiation, I have made a slide. See, as far as the trading account of the business is concerned, trading account record, if you are able to recall this, I'm sure that both of you will be able to. So if you are able to recall, this that trading account is a kind of account that used to record all kind of direct expenses of the business, right? Trading account used to record the wages of the labor, power charges, and the purchase of raw material. All those expenses which are directly connected to the business, which are considered as the direct expenses of the business, are recorded under the trading account. Similarly, when we used to prepare P&L account, under that account, if you will notice, you will find that all indirect expenses are recorded under the P&L account. So P&L account record all kinds of indirect expenses of the business, like salary, rent, commission, discount. Trading account record all kinds of expenses of the business. But as far as the P&L appropriation account is concerned, P&L appropriation account record the expenses of the expenses relating to partners only. All those expenses that is related to the partners, only those transactions will be recorded under the P&L appropriation account. All those transactions which are not at all related with the partner in any manner, such transaction cannot be recorded under the P&L appropriation. P&L appropriation is specifically for recording all kind of expenses or income which is related to partners, not for any other income or expense. Is that clear, both of you, Halima and Emma?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now see, let's talk about, sir, what are the different types of expenses related to partners. So see, I have classified all kind of expenses which can be related to partner as interest on capital can be one of the expense, salary could be there, is commission, rent, and interest on loan. So these are the different types of expenses which are generally related to the partner. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Try to remember this, since this is going to be very, very useful when we will be preparing the P&L appropriation account. See, interest on capital, salary, or commission. Out of these 5 expenses, these 3 are considered as the appropriation of profit. I'll explain you what is appropriation of profit, but just for the time being, just keep that in mind. Out of all these 5 expenses, interest on capital, salary, and commission, these are considered as the appropriation of profit. So what do you mean by appropriation of profit? By appropriation of profit, I mean that these expenses need to be paid to the partner, only when firm generates sufficient amount of profits. Interest on capital need to be paid to partner only when firm have sufficient amount of profit to pay for the interest on capital. Salary is one such expense that will only be paid by the firm when firm have sufficient amount of profit. And similarly, commission will also be paid when there is a profit of the profit maintained by the partner. So since all these expenses are paid out of profit, all these expenses are paid out of profit only, therefore these are called appropriation of profit. So that means these expenses won't be paid when there is a loss. Yes, these expenses cannot be paid by the these expenses cannot be paid to partners. Partners are not entitled to claim interest on capital, salary, or commission when firm is generating losses. Okay, so keep that in mind. Out of all these 5 expenses, these 3 are considered as appropriation of profit, and since these are appropriation of profit, therefore these will be shown under the P&L appropriation account. Since these are appropriation of profit, and for that purpose we will be showing all these expenses under the P&L appropriation account. But let's talk about the remaining 2 expenses. Rent paid to partner for any asset he have provided to the firm, and interest on loan. Okay, so see, if any partner have given certain amount of loan to the firm, and if such partner is entitled to claim interest on the loan, then keep that in mind that interest need to be paid irrespective of the situation of the profit. If firm is generating sufficient amount of profit, then rent and interest on loan will be paid definitely. But if there is no profit, then also these expenses need to be paid. Rent and interest on loan, since these are required to be paid in any situation, irrespective of the profitability state of profit of the business, these need to be paid in all possible situations. Therefore, these are called the charges against profit. These are called charges. Why these are called charges against profit? Because these need to be paid every time, irrespective of the profit or the loss is being generated by the business. And keep this in mind as well, that since these are charges against the profit, therefore these will not be recorded under the P&L appropriation account. This will be recorded separately under the profit and loss account. Is that clear to you? Both these points, are you able, both of you are able to
Yes,
differentiate
sir.
now what is appropriation of profit and what are charges against profit? Tell me, Aman and Halim.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have categorized the partner expenses into 5 categories, and out of 5, these 3, interest on capital, salary or commission, will be considered as appropriation of profit, and therefore this will be recorded under the P&L appropriation account, and these need to be paid only when firm generates sufficient amount of profit. But the remaining 2 will be considered as charges against profit and need to be paid only when need to be paid irrespective of whether firm is generating losses or profit. And since these are need to be paid in every situation, these are considered as charges against profit and will be recorded under the P&L account. Moving to the next slide. I want both of you to take the screenshot of this part as well. Starting from this. Okay. Done, everyone? Both of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Take the screenshot of this as well. And also this one.
Done.
Okay, so done. So let's continue with question number. Let me check. Let's start with question number 20. Okay. So we will first of all read the entire question once, then we will continue with the solution. So in the question 20, it says that on 1st of April 2015, A and B entered into partnership contributing 60 and 45,000. Okay, so there are 2 partners, both have contributed certain amount of capital, 60 and 40,000, and their profit sharing ratio is also given 3:2. They have decided to share the losses and the profit of the business in the ratio of 3:2. B is also entitled to claim a salary of 12,000 per year. So B has been assured of getting a salary of 12,000 per year. And then there is an interest on capital as well. Interest on capital will be paid to partner at 10% per annum. Okay. After that, during the year, A withdrew 9 and 18,000 as drawings. So A and B both have withdrawn certain amount of fund. The interest on drawing paid by A and B is 150 and 210. So interest is already calculated in the question and it is given directly. It is 150 and 210 respectively for A and B. Then question also give you the profit of the business, which is written as 35,000. Okay. And we need to show the distribution of profit by preparing the profit and loss appropriation account. Aman and Halim, is this question clear to both of you? I'll be solving this question anyways, but just wanted to confirm this question is clear. Do you have any doubt regarding any particular point?
No doubt.
No doubt. Okay, so let's continue with the P&L appropriation. So first of all, both of you prepare the format of the P&L appropriation on your notebooks, please. Profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account, right? This particulars. Then we have, there is a column for particulars again. And done with the format, everyone? Aman and Halima?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all,
Yes.
starting from the credit hand side, credit side and this is the debit side. Okay? So on credit side, we will be writing by net profit. Net profit is given in this question. Net profit, value of net profit is how much? It is 35,000. See, the last highlighted value is the profit, 35,000. So we will write it here, 35,000. Okay, is this clear? Both of you?
Yes.
All right. Then
Yes.
let's start from the very beginning. Question says that both the partners have contributed 60 and 45,000 as their capital, and their PSR is 3:2. Next point is that B is allowed a salary of 12,000 per year. Okay, so let's write down the salary on the debit side. B just a minute, guys. There is some focus issue with my visualizing. Just a minute. I'm sure that it is clear. Okay, so on the debit side, we will write down to salary. B's salary. B is entitled to claim a salary, right? So B's salary will be how much? So it will be 12,000 per year. So 12,000 for the entire year. Is this clear, both of you?
Yes.
Okay, moving on. The next point is interest on capital is to be allowed at 10% per annum. Okay, so 2, interest on capital. So both the partners are entitled to claim interest on their capital. So we will write down their names, A and B, and their capital is 60 and 45,000, right? So A's capital is 60,000, B's capital is 45,000, and the rate of interest that need to be paid is 10%. So 10% of 60,000 and 10% of the 45,000. It will be 6,000, right? And this will be 4,500. That means total interest on capital will be 10,500. Tell me, I am sorry. I'm sorry. Aman and Halima. Is this clear to both of you?
Yes, sir.
This is clear. Okay. Now let's move to the next point. Question also tells you that the interest on drawing is paid by both the partners A and B as 150 and 210. So could you please tell me on which side of the Pnl appropriation account we will be writing the interest on drawing? Whether we should write it on the credit side or on the debit side? On which
Credit
side?
side.
Correct. Why it should be recorded on the credit side? Because it will be considered as an expense for the partner and income for the firm. So since it is an income for the firm, therefore we will be writing it on the credit side by interest on drawings. Interest on drawing from A, we will be charging 150, and from B it will be 210. So 150 and 210. The total amount will be 360. Done. Is this clear, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Clear. Now, I don't think there is any other thing that need to be written in the Pnl appropriation. So we will simply total the credit side first of all. So total of the credit side will be 35,360. 35,360. Out of this value, we will subtract the values on the debit side. Okay. So values on the debit side will be values on the debit side are 12,000 and 10,500. So out of 35360, we will subtract 12,000 minus 10,500. So the remaining amount will be 12,860. So 12,860 will be called divisible profit. This this is the remaining profit that will be divided among the partners. So two profits transferred to A and B. Profit is 12,860 and this will be divided among the partners. This will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing issue. So for 12 out of 12,860, A will take how much? As per the PSR, profit sharing ratio is 3:2 now. So that means A will take 3/5 and B will share 2/5. Is this clear, both of you?
Yes, sir.
So for A, what will be the profit? 12,860 into 3/5. 3/5. It will be 7716, and then the remaining amount will be shared by the B. It will be 5144. Total will be 12,860. Now we will simply tally both the side, credit side and the debit side. Both should have the same balance, 35360, 35360. Tell me, Aman and Halima, is it clear to both of you?
Yes, sir.
You want anything?
Yes.
Okay, this is clear. Tell me when you are done writing it.
Done.
Done, Aman?
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. All right. So we have done our first question. Okay. So now we will talk about the next question. This is question number 21. And this seems to be a lengthy question, but not a difficult one. See, question number 21 says, Sajal and Kajal are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. On 1st of April 2015, their capital were 50 and 40,000. Okay, so again, there are two partners, their PSR is given. Their capital contribution is also given. Prepare profit and loss appropriation account and the partner's capital account at the end of the year after considering the following items. Okay, so question simply says that we need to prepare the Pnl Appropriation account. And it has provided certain items as well for the consideration, and after considering these items we will be able to prepare the Pnl Appropriation. So item first says that partners is required to be paid an interest of 5% per annum. Okay, so both the partners are entitled to claim interest at 5% per annum. Next point is that interest on loan advanced by Kajal for the whole year the amount of loan being 30,000. So Kajal have given a loan to firm. The value of loan was 30,000. Okay, and see, she tell me the rate of interest on loan is not given, na? At what rate Kajal will be, since Kajal is giving loan to the business. So tell me whether or not Kajal is entitled to claim interest on such loan. Tell me, Amber and Alima. Kajal is giving loan to business, valuing rupees 30,000. So whether or not Kajal will be entitled to claim interest on such loan. Tell me whether she will be able to claim interest or not. Alima.
She will be.
She'll be able to. And Aman, what do you think?
Yeah, sir. She will be.
She will be. And could you please tell me the rate at which she will be able to claim interest at? At what rate she will be able to claim interest? Halima, can you tell me that? Okay, anyways, no problem. See, both of you just remember this, keep this in mind, that whenever any partner have given a loan to the business, then if there is an agreement regarding the payment of interest at a particular rate, then then such partner will be entitled to claim interest on the loan at the specified rate of interest. For example, let's say Kajal have given loan of rupees 30,000 to business, and business in the partnership firm have promised Kajal that she'll be paid interest at 10% per annum. Let's take an example for the time being that Kajal is assured of interest at 10% on the amount of loan. Then since there is an agreement regarding the interest on loan, then interest need to be paid as per the agreement, that is at the rate of 10%. But in this question, I'm sure that both of you are able to understand that in this question, the question says that Kajal have given a loan of 30,000, but question does not specify at what rate she will be able to claim interest on such loan, right now? So since it is not mentioned in the question at what rate she will be able to claim interest, so in such a situation, rate of interest that will be applicable will be 6%. So whenever there is no agreement among the partners regarding the payment of interest on loan, in such a situation, rate of interest will be payable at the rate of 6% per annum. Is that clear, Aman and Halima? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
This is clear. Okay. All right. So we will consider that point while calculating the profit and preparing the Pnl appropriation account. But for now, let's move to the point C. Point C says interest on partners drawing is 6%. Okay, so partner have withdrawn certain amount of fund from the business, and partners are entitled to claim interest at 6% per annum. Not entitled to claim. In fact, partners are chargeable subject to interest at 6% per annum. Partners will have to pay interest at 6% per annum. Their drawings has been given. 10% of the divisible profit need to be transferred to the reserve. Okay, that's fine. And the profit generated by the business is 70,260. Okay, I hope the question is clear to both of you. Huh? Is there any particular point which is disturbing both of you? Any particular point, Aman, that you are not comfortable with? Or
Sir, can you explain the point D?
Okay, I'll explain that. Aman, do you have any doubt in the question?
Sir, the D point itself.
D point, okay. Okay, see. So D point says that whatever the divisible profit will be there, we will have to make a 10% reserve of that amount. Let me tell you what is divisible profit. Divisible profit is nothing but the amount which is left after subtracting all kind of expenses, all payments out of the profit. Let me explain you. For example, let's suppose there is a profit of 1 lakh. Okay. And out of this 1 lakh, we are paying for the partner salary. We are paying for the interest on capital. We are giving commission to the partners, for example. And after paying all these expenses, we are left with a profit of 30,000. So this remaining profit will be called divisible profit. So question is saying that whatever the divisible profit will be there, we need to make a reserve of that divisible profit at the rate of 10%. Is it clear now? You will be able to understand this concept, this particular point in a proper manner when we will be preparing the Pnl appropriation. But tell me, for now it is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
It is clear. Halima, for you it is clear, na? Okay, so
Yes,
let's continue. Let's continue with the Pnl appropriation format. Then let's continue with the all the items that need to be recorded in the Pnl appropriation. So first of all, Pnl appropriation account format will be made like this. Pnl appropriation account. Debit side, on debit side we have particular, and on credit side again we have the particular and okay. As both of you already know that on the credit side, the first item that need to be recorded is by net profit. By net profit. Now this is interesting. See, what is the net profit given in the question? 70,260, right? 70,260 is the net profit. Is that clear? But since question give you the information about the interest on loan, right? In point BC, you can see in the point B, it is written that interest on loan advanced by Kajal for the whole year, the amount of loan being 30,000. So this profit is given before the payment of interest. Let me show you. The profit given in the question is, don't write it down, just try to be attentive and try to understand. Net profit is given in the question. Net profit is given, but this is before interest on loan. Before interest on loan. 70,260 is the net profit before interest on 70,260. This is the net profit before payment of the interest on loan. Always remember that in case of Pnl appropriation account, you will always write down the value of the net profit after subtracting the interest on loan. You will always write down the profit after interest on loan. But since the question gave you profit before interest on loan, so what do we need to do? We will have to subtract the interest on loan, right? We will have to subtract interest on, and what will be the interest on loan, sir? So this will be pretty simple to calculate. See, question says that rate of amount of loan is 30,000, and we know that the loan fetches an interest of 6% per annum unless otherwise agreed. So 30,000 on 30,000, we will charge 6% per annum. Is that clear? 6% of 30,000 will be 1,800. So we will subtract this value 1,800, and then the profit that we will get, this profit will be called profit after interest. Profit after interest. So what will be the profit after interest? It will be 70260 minus 1,800. So it will be 68,460. 68,460. Now this profit need to be recorded under the Pnl appropriation account 68460. Is this clear, both of you? Aman and Halim.
Yes, sir.
Why we haven't written the net profit as 70260? Because this profit must be before the interest on loan. And we need to write down the profit only after subtracting the interest on loan. Therefore, we will have to find out profit after interest. So for that purpose, I have made a working note. This is working note number 1. And by preparing this working note, we are able to calculate profit after interest. That is 68,460. I hope this is clear to both of you. Now we will move to the other items in the question. Now the item first, the point A in the question says that both the partners are entitled to claim an interest at 5% as well. Right? Interest on capital is to be allowed at 5%. So that means we will go to the debit side and write down to interest on capital. What will be the amount? Interest on capital will be paid based on the capital contribution. So for Sajal, it is 50,000. For Kajal, it is 40,000. Sajal and Kajal. 60, 50 and 40,000. On 50,000, we will charge interest at the rate 5% per annum. So 5% per annum. And similarly, on 40,000, we will charge interest at 5% per annum again. So 5% of 50,000 will be 2,500, and 5% of 40,000 will be 2,000. We'll total these values and write it in the final column. 4,500 Tell me, calculation of interest on capital is clear to both of you. And then
Yes, sir.
perfect.
Yes.
Halima, is this clear to you? Okay. Okay. Now let's move to the point B. Point B says interest on loan. Okay, so we have already treated this point, interest on loan. Let's move to point C, interest on partners drawing, right? Interest on partners drawing is there. So on which side of the Pnl appropriation account, we need to show the calculation of the interest on drawing?
Credit
On the
side.
credit side, correct. So we will go to the credit side by interest on drawings, right? On interest on drawing, we will charge interest. Sorry, on drawing, we will charge interest from Sajal and Kaj. What are their drawings? So the value of drawing is 10 and 8,000 and rate of interest is 6%. So 10,000 is withdrawn by Sajal, 8,000 is withdrawn by Kajal. Rate of interest is 6% per annum, 6% per annum, right? But now one thing, see, do you think, is there, are you able to see that the date of drawing is not mentioned in the question? In point C, it is simply written that both the partner have withdrawn funds, but the date of drawing is not given, right? Both of you, this is clear enough?
Yes.
So whenever date of drawing is not given, so will you be able to charge interest for the entire year? Answer is no. We won't be able to charge interest at 6% for the entire year because the date of drawing is not mentioned. So we will only calculate the interest for the half year. That means 10,000 into 6% for half year. That means 6 upon 12. Not for the 12 month. We will only charge interest for 6 month period. And similarly for the Kajal as well. Kajal has withdrawn 8,000. Rate of interest will be 6%. But we won't be charging interest for the entire year on her drawing. We will only charge interest for the half year. That means 6 by 12. Tell me Halima and Kajal. So I'm really sorry. Halima and Ahmed. Is this clear to both of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Whenever date of drawing is given, we will charge rate of interest for the according to the date and for the number of months for which drawing have been made. But whenever date of drawing is not given, we will simply calculate interest on average basis. That means for the half year only. So for Sajal, it will be 10,000 into 6%. That means 600 into 6 upon 12. So that will be 300 for Sajal. And for Kajal, it will be 48 and 240 for Kajal. Tell me both of you. Calculation is clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Halima, this is clear to you as well. Halima, this is clear to you, yes or no? Halima, shall I explain it again? 10,000 into 6%, right? 6% of 10,000 will be 600, and we will multiply it by 6, and then divide it by 12. We will get 300 only. Yeah. And for Kajal, it will be 240. Tell me, Halima, this is clear, na?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's now talk about the other point, if there is any. Interesting. So in point D, question says that out of the divisible profit, 10% need to be transferred to the reserves. So we will write down on the debit side to reserves. How much needed to be transferred? 10%. 10% of what? 10% of the divisible profit. But the question is, how much is the divisible profit? So for that purpose of finding out the divisible profit, both of you pay attention. I'm making a working note number 2. It is very, very simple. Calculation of divisible profit is very, very simple. We will simply total the credit side total the credit side, and from that we will subtract the values on the debit side. So total of the credit side, total of the debit side will be subtracted from the total of the credit side. So total of the credit side is, let me calculate, it is 68460 plus 300 plus 240. So it is 69,000. 69,000 is the total of the credit side, 69,000. And we need to subtract the debit side values. So that is only one value, that is 4,500. So the remaining amount will be 64,500. So this will be as what? This will be considered as a divisible profit. This is divisible profit. Aman and Halima, this is clear or not?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you. Aman, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will be maintaining a reserve of 10%. That means out of 64500, 64,500, we will prepare a reserve of 10%. That means 6450 will be the amount of reserve. 10% of 64500 will be 6450. Understood, everyone? Understood, both of you? And
Understood.
tell me the next step. What I'll be doing next? What will be the next step? Since there is no other thing needed to be recorded in the Pnl appropriation account, so the only thing that needed to
Profit.
be done is
Profit
calculation of the
transferred.
profit.
Yeah.
Correct. Distribution of the profit. So profit transferred to calculation of the profit. So we will simply calculate their profits, and their profit will be, what will be their profit? Their profit will be, this will be their profit, 38700 for Sajal, and for Kajal it will be 19350. So how did you calculated it? See how we will calculate the profit needed to be distributed among the partners. We will simply total the debit side again, and again we will subtract all the items on the credit side. After subtracting both these values from these values out of 69,000, when you will subtract 4,500 and 6,450 out of 69,000, the value that you will be getting is 58050, 58,050 rupees. So I have divided this 558. I've divided this 58050 among Sajal and Kajal in their profit sharing ratio. And see, their profit sharing ratio is 2:1. So Sajal is getting 38700 and Kajal will get the 19350. Tell me both of you. This is clear. Pnl appropriation account for this question is clear to both of you or not?
Yes, sir.
It is clear. Okay, Halima, this is clear.
Clear.
So if you want to note it down, please do it quickly, or else for now you can also take the screenshot with whatever you are comfortable with. Tell me, what are you doing? Are you taking the screenshot or you want to write it down?
Sir, we wrote it down.
Screenshot taken.
And then also you made the working note, na? Both of you made these work. I have made
Yes.
this working note. You need to record. You need to write it. These working note as well. Okay, so I'm sure that both of you have written it. Tell me, both of you, everything in today's session is clear to both of you or not?
Yes, sir.
So Aman, since it was your first class, and in the first class we have talked about the Pnl appropriation account, and as you are telling me that from Sunday onward your exams are approaching and you have to prepare for your accounts paper, but honestly speaking, I don't think we will be able to
Clear.
finish the entire syllabus. So so we will go slow. We will discuss everything from the very beginning, as we have started with the Pnl appropriation. After Pnl appropriation, we will talk about the partners capital account, the fixed capital method, and fluctuating capital method. There are numerous number of items that we need to discuss in this particular topic, in this particular chapter only. Okay, so the my recommendation will be that you focus on the ongoing topic that we will discuss in our class. And for the
Yes, sir.
time being, I don't think we will be, and anyhow we won't be able to prepare for your exams. So for now, just try to pay attention in the class only. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
I hope everything in this session is clear to both of you. So guys, this is it for today's class. We will continue from this point onward. We will discuss few more questions based on PNL appropriation. I have many more questions to discuss on the PNL appropriation. See, these are all questions based on PNL appropriation. We'll talk about all these things in the upcoming session. And then we will also discuss something new. We will also talk about some other topic like the capital and the other account as well. So for now, this is it. Thank you so much both of you for taking this session. We will continue from this point onward in the next session. Till then, both of you take care. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.